Well, hi everybody, it's December 9th and it's Hollywood Friday. So last week here on the Kevin Kerensky Show, I asked for you viewers to help me out to figure out your favorite sex symbol. It all started because the Marilyn Monroe movie, My Week with Marilyn, came out. And of course, who's more of a timeless sex symbol than Marilyn Monroe? Her image is everywhere. You can go around the world and see Marilyn really up there with Elvis. They are really, James Dean, cultural icons. She is a quintessential sex symbol. But in our history, we've had a lot of sex symbols. I want to show you one. We've had quite a few. Everybody from Jean Harlow, Lana Turner, of course, who can ever forget Raquel Welch, she's been there, to our history. So viewers, I asked you, and I'll tell you my favorite sex symbol of all time after I go through a couple. I really got overwhelming responses, so thank you viewers for partaking in this. I got people like Stephanie Seymour, Iman, I got Brigitte Bardot, I got Jane Fonda, I got so many responses, but the most responses I got, and there was one I was surprised, and this is from Jason in Sacramento, California. Hey Jason, thanks for watching. He picked one, and I was so glad I had this to show, because I would have forgotten. She was really ahead of her time. She was one of really movie kingdom's most beautiful women. He picked Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner. I thought that was fascinating. Ava really is a timeless beauty with her dark hair and her really her zest for life. She is really someone. She was a sex symbol. As a matter of fact, in her film Magambo with Clark Gable, Barefoot Contessa, those movies are amazing, but there's one in here called The Killers. It was made in 1946 that really shows Ava's beauty. So thanks, Jason. I agree. Ava Gardner's a good one. Next, I had Stephanie from Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. Stephanie, I was just in your neck of the woods, actually a couple times this month. Stephanie, you picked one of my all-time favorites. I was going to say her. She was on my list of all-time great beauties. And of course, the incomparable Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, come on. Who else could have played Cleopatra? Who else could steal our hearts as Maggie the cat in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof? Who else could play a hooker who we loved in Butterfield 8? Who else could drive us all with her to really her relationship with Richard Burton? Timeless classic beauty. Elizabeth Taylor, great one. And Stephanie, by the way, Stephanie, thank you so much for watching. Lauren from West Palm Beach, Florida. Hey, West Palm Beach, Florida. Lauren picked Jennifer Aniston. What a, really, the girl next door sex symbol. She has made an impact on a whole generation from her character of Rachel in Friends to today in Horrible Bosses, which is so not Rachel. Jennifer Aniston really epitomizes that girl next door beauty. I loved it. I loved it. So thank you so much, Lauren, for that. And next, Seth from Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, Louisville, how's it going out there? He picked supermodel Linda Evangelista as one of the all-time most beautiful sex symbols of our time. I got to tell you something. I love Linda Evangelista, and look at what really she was and is still so beautiful. So, Seth, I love it. So, we've had sex symbols from Liz Taylor to Ava Gardner, Raquel Welch, and Lana Turner. And of course, it all started with the great Marilyn Monroe. But it's time for my pick of the #1 sex symbol to me. You know, when I think of a sex symbol, it isn't always just about the most beautiful or any of that. It's who exudes this exuberance for it. And there is one actress, to me, who not only loved playing that role of a sex symbol, but really loved her fans and is always sold short. Kind of called the working man's Marilyn Monroe. She was around in that era, and I have to give it up to Mariska Hargitay's mother, Jayne Mansfield. Jayne Mansfield was a star of such films as Was Successful a Rock Hunter, The Girl Can't Help It. She really was an underrated sex symbol for her time. She is an amazing, amazing woman. The truth is, she had a very high IQ, could play violin, was really smart, and wasn't even a real blonde. She knew, though, for the time what she needed to do, and she did it. She really is underrated. If you have a chance to see any of her movies, please take time out to. She really is my favorite sex symbol, and the reason is, I always love reading about movie stars or TV stars or anybody who takes the time and really loves their fans. So I'm going to put Jayne Mansfield. I'm going to give her the shout out for for sex, my favorite sex symbol. I think she's somebody that's a little underrated, sometimes forgotten about. So I'm going to go with simply Jayne Mansfield. Some other contenders I heard were great, but I'm going to go with that. We did have who your top were. So let me tell you who got a lot of votes. Marilyn Monroe, of course, Elizabeth Taylor, and of course Cindy Crawford made the list of the top 5. Jennifer Aniston made the list. So we had a lot. We had a lot of duplicates. So I really wanted to pick the best. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I got your favorite sex symbol. If you do have a favorite sex symbol, let me know. And we'll talk about it here on the Kevin Koretsky Show. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday with all new Kevin Koretsky shows. I know you're all going to be busy, so what I know for certain is we're all sex symbols and are all right. I'll see you Monday. We're all in this together. Bye, everybody.